Hi, how are ya? Today we're working on the Terra Preta pits again. We have burned quite a bit in the pits. We spared you a good amount of that. We still have a ton of burning to do. We'll probably just put in we'll dig some other pits to do Terra Preta, also in different places on the property. But for now, we really want to get this greenhouse built so that we can put in a shed at the back of it. And then we probably won't really use the greenhouse as a greenhouse until the winter, but we'll be able to roll up the sides and stuff so we can still plant inside of it. But yeah, that's what we're up to today. We're gonna get this biochar concoction in there. This thing's been soaking. We've been putting all kinds of fun stuff in it, like old pickle juice and olive juice and those kinds of things. Spoiled milk. You would think that it would smell, but the biochar just like soaks up all the scent. So it doesn't smell at all, and it's been charging for a few weeks now. So it is ready to go in the pit. Let's do this. So what we're gonna do right now is dig the biochar out of the pit and put it in our extra barrel here that we have empty. The other one's charged long enough. So once we get that in the barrel, we're gonna empty our gray tank into it, let it get all charged up. What we heard from David the Good was that you need to charge it for at least 2 weeks. So this biochar that we made here in this extra barrel will probably go in with some other crops that we plant. We have a few things on the go.
All right, so we've got fresh water entering our freshwater tank, but we need to collect some of the gray water so we can charge the biochar. So I've read around a few places, and if you put about 1 part urine to 6 parts of water, then that's a good ratio. So this is not all urine, it's also our sink water from the kitchen, sink water from the bathroom, and laundry water, as well as urine from the urine diverting composting toilet that we have here in the bus.
Really good ratio.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more stuff that'll charge that charcoal. So let's see if this experiment works. So this bucket is an 8-gallon bucket. For the last barrel that we did, I did 4 gallons, but I think I could do up to 8 for the ratio of a 55-gallon drum to this.
Straight whiz.
Yeah.
Not really straight whiz, but.
So this water is truly gray. Like, I always wondered why do they call it gray water? Well, whenever it comes out, it's gray looking. It's
got a lot of stuff in it, like meat juice and old vegetable scraps and just food stuff that goes down the drain, plus the urine. There's soap in there, but we use biodegradable soap. So anything else that would go in there? Water.
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 So I'm shooting for the 4-gallon mark, which is right about there, just because it's a manageable size, so it doesn't slosh out while I'm carrying it.
Very gross. You get that in your work boots.
Yeah, slosh around that in your waders. Ah.
Don't spill it in your boots, silly.
Hopefully I don't trip. Face plant. Woo, that got a nose on it, girl!
So all the stuff that's fallen into this pit naturally, like leaf debris and sticks and stuff, we're just gonna leave it in here. Next up, we're gonna pile a bunch of hugelkultur in, or if you haven't heard of that strange word, I think it just means decayed logs. But I do know that decaying logs have a lot of good stuff in them, and we're gonna put them in the pits as one of our layers. Sweet.
Hugel one. Look how soft that is. That's great. Oh, that's so light.
This one's full of soil.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Yeah, come look at this. That was like beautiful topsoil, just living inside of this decaying wood. How cool. That's why this is so valuable.
Full of nutrients. Nice.
Just taking everything. All of it.
What fish are you going to find? Is there going to be a spider? Ooh, ants.
Oh, gross. Still want that?
No,
Oh, that.
not that one. That's an ant home. Ants.
I don't want it to touch me. Ooh. It looks good digging through the leaves. Yeah, get it, babe.
Yeah. I flipped it over to make sure there was no ants living in it. I think it was an ant hotel like that one.
I usually flip it over to make sure there's no snakes in it.
Ooh.
There's some good stuff over there. Look at all that drop
Yeah,
stuff.
let's dump this and then go to the next location.
All right.
Oh, let's see how this rolls. Oh my gosh, it rolls so much better now that we pumped up the tires.
Way to go, babe. Look at this smarty pants has got set up.
So we've been scooping and shoveling into the sifter on top of the wheelbarrow and have sifted dirt over here. But I was like, you know what? What if we skip a step and just sift it straight into the pile or the Terra Preta mound.
I don't know if much of it's going in there with the wind.
Oh, it is.
Okay,
It is.
that's good.
You take a peek down there, you can already see its work.
It'll probably be fine if it gets outside of it too.
So we're saving all of these rocks here and we're making a pile of them over there. We're doing that so that we can use all these small rocks on our driveway.
Free rocks, kinda. Kinda free, except we already paid for them.
Yeah. We'll probably leave it here.
Yep.
Because we still have quite a bit that we can work on.
So the idea with Terra Preta is layering. Lots and lots of layering. So what we're doing here, after we got the hugelkultur down, now we're just sifting this dirt, getting the rocks out and sifting a layer of dirt. And then we'll probably do our compost next. But we'll do all the dirt in every pit first. And then we'll dig into the compost because that's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be gross or not, but it's already been going for about 6 months. There's new stuff on it. We'll probably get heckled in the comments for putting human manure in the pits that hasn't been sitting for a year long. But we're gonna put the freshest stuff in the bottom of the pit and the stuff that's been sitting the longest closer to the top. And there's gonna be lots and lots of layers above that of soil. So we won't have compost, humanure at the top of the pit.
Here is our compost. We've been putting all of our kitchen scraps in there, leaves, a little bit of sawdust right there. It's pine from a local mill. We get it for free. And our turds go in there too. Humanure stack. So this is not the final resting place. We're gonna deconstruct this guy right here, take the contents and spread a thin layer in the bottom of the Terra Preta pit, and then stack biochar and all that good stuff on top of it. So we get to
filter it.
take
Hopefully putting the compost first and then the biochar on top. The biochar would filter anything that hasn't broken down yet. If we die, at least we tried in life.
This next scene is for mature audiences. Some of the stuff that you see in here might be disturbing to some. To others, you might think that it's interesting. And for others, you'll just know that this is part of humans. Yeah.
Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody poops.
Let me make a pile over here also. All right, first wheelbarrow full of everything.
Yummy. Give a little shit. Give a little shit to your garden, babe. Give a little shit. Give a little shit to your garden, babe.
We made that.
Oh, there's a little skid mark in the wheelbarrow. On the way. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Nice memory.
I don't want to get too close to the edge because I don't want to collapse the edge.
Oh yeah. There you go, babe. Alright, I'm gonna rake that around.
Cool.
And this is a bunch of gross stuff that we've been saving in our fridge for months. Just for this project specifically. It's like yogurt that went bad, pickled juice. My hair! Some ferments that got moldy during the process. And the stinkiest of all is the eggs. Eggshells really smell bad. I think this is the next layer where we want them, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. I might bring over the water and just like rinse them out. Oh,
Ooh, it's green.
Oh, it's so gross. No. We'll distribute those a bit better here in a moment. Dare jump the pit?
Do it. Do it. And she made it, folks.
Oh, it's sticky.
That one was bulging.
That was so gross. Oh my god, this is gross.
Oh, it got on you. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was nasty.
We'll wash that to get all the juices. Oh, it's sick. Okay.
What else you got?
Next yogurt. Oh.
What other sick shit that you got there, Ms. Bick?
Oh, it's so gross, man. This one's probably a combo of pickle juice and yogurt, and I don't know what that chunky thing was. Ugh. Oh, that was a piece of old cheese that got moldy.
All right, let's see if it works. I do have to say that all of the compost that we've done so far is breaking down amazingly. We've got so many night crawlers in there, you know, earthworms and little bugs doing their decomposition dance, which is quite nice.
It's a party in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there they all
A
go.
whole lot of them.
That's all right.
Oh, spilled it on the trail.
These people are sick.
Oh,
Oh, gross. Nasty.
Oh, so gross.
Oh, look at that grossness. That's gonna make delicious vegetables. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, next up, we got our compost down. We're gonna throw a layer of biochar that's been percolating for about 2-3 weeks now. I forget when we did it. I'll have to look it up. I made a scoop out of an old bleach bottle. Seems to be doing pretty nice. Right. All right, we just spreading more of this stuff nice and even.
Nice. That thing pours nice.
So now it's the chunky stuff is gonna come and it'll be a little bit less predictable. Decent. Get a little dirty, but hey, dirt's good. Keeps you healthy. It's nice. So them tires there, everybody's been wondering, why do we not cover those tires, any of them? Reason being, it's because we never had tire covers. That's the real reason.
So our friend, to Connect 2000s, sent us these tire covers because he said it was driving him nuts that our tires are parked and always exposed to the sun. We know that they are just sitting here also, and a lot of you don't like that we don't move our tires. Guess what? We don't like it either. But the ground has been really soft because it's been raining, so we haven't moved the bus. Anyways, we're gonna figure out how to stretch these puppies over the tires and protect them. And we want to really thank you for sending us these covers because this is something that we needed to do. We just hadn't invested in it yet.
Another thing that we plan to do eventually is jack the bus up a little bit, take a little bit of weight off those leaf springs so that we're not creating a flat spot on the bottom of the tires. And that's going to happen soon. We just don't have the equipment yet to do that. We might either do hydraulic jacks or we might do scissor jacks. I don't know yet. I haven't really looked into it, but this bus weighs a lot, so we have to use something that can withstand that weight.
Maybe one of you guys has a good recommendation for us. I know there's a lot of smart people out there. We'd love to hear from you if you know which jacks would be better for our rig. It's a big rig.
Big rig.
A very heavy rig.
Frame to ground. That's the goal. So they're not always going to be sitting on the tires like they are right now. So that's just another project for another day because guess what? We can't do everything all at once.
Or afford everything all at once.
Yeah, so we do everything incrementally. Yeah. Time to cover these tires and get those nasty UV rays off of that rubber so it stays nice and rubbery.
Oh, and if you want to check out our buddy to Connect 2000, we will put all of his information in the description below. He just gave us the news that his schoolie is almost done, so definitely check out his channel.
So it looks like there's a strap that goes around the back side. It's got a little boingy thing on the top, and hopefully it fits our tires. It should, considering he has a bus.
He knows.
He knows. And then this goes around the back side, and then it's got a little clip. So let's see if we can't get this around the back side. That should keep the wind from blowing it off.
Well, that's pretty simple, eh?
Yep. There we go.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I like it that they're black also. Because I've seen white ones and it's like, white! This is more like black.
Subtle.
All right.
Love it.
One done, free to go.
I like that it's got a little belt on it because it's so windy here.
Yeah, that's gonna help a ton.
It'll help we can get with that wind.
This one should be interesting. Let's see, we gotta go under. But we've got duals, so.
You see why I let him figure this out?
Hopefully there's nothing in here that wants to bite me.
Ooh.
Just thought about that.
A dirty old rattler. Bang on it first. Bang on the side of the bus. Scare it.
There we go.
Wow. Brian never confesses his fears.
I don't think I was really scared of it. I think I was just like, more like, hope nothing bites me because that would suck.
So something happened today that sucks. This morning, Brian sat down to drink his coffee and he said a mouse ran out from under the counter and directly under the, what was it? Little couch.
It went under the kitchen cabinet. It started from by the small couch.
So it ran from the small couch to under the kitchen cupboards, back to under the couch.
Yep.
I don't like it. We spent the whole morning going through our preps and making sure all of our food and stuff like that is packaged properly. Everything is either in glass or in buckets now, and we don't have any packages like say bags of beans, the way you get them at the grocery store. Bags of beans like that are still commercially packaged are in buckets because mice will chew through plastic bags to get to food. I don't know if they even like beans, but say a bag of sugar, they probably would chew through that. Yeah, so that was this morning. Actually, not this morning, all the way until now, 3 p.m., that we've been just like making sure that everything is battened down and that there's nothing available for those little buggers to eat. So Brian put out a couple traps. Hopefully it is just one nuisance.
Hopefully.
Visiting.
And not a whole family.
And not a family. So yeah, fingers crossed, guys. Wish us luck on that. Last one.
Last one.
Man, that was so thoughtful.
Yeah.
I can't believe people want to send us stuff. Woo! Cat covers!
Yes. Now for the next project. All right, so one of the traps is right there in the corner. We're still building, so I need to fix this area where the floor meets the wall. There needs to be a piece of trim there still, and this is going to be closed in here. So there's one of them. We did not catch one last night there, but this guy, he ran from this corner to that corner, and I was sitting right about here while I was working on a project. So I set another trap right under there. Let's go down there and see if we have anybody in this one here. Let's see if we can get, I might need to get some light for you. All right, trusty old mag light. There we go. There he is. Got him.
You got him?
Yep, got him. There he is. I won't show you his face so we won't shame him
So while I was at the farm store yesterday picking up a couple of these mouse traps, I verified that it was open season for mice, and they got a good chuckle.
Morning, cuties.
Hey, how's it going?
We have a lot to do today before the rains come.
Yeah.
Ruin it.
Got a long day of rain, apparently, up to about 100%. But we got to continue on this project amongst other projects. So what do you got going first?
Well, we got all of these saplings, seedlings. What are they called? Probably shouldn't have left them in the bag this long. 150 trees?
150 total trees.
150 trees. We don't have time to plant these today. Might not have time to plant them for a few days. So, because we're making these sticks. Have I shown you these? Look at this. Cool, huh? We're gonna put a stake at the bottom, just cut like an angle on them, and then we'll pound them into the ground and stick them beside the tree that we planted so that we don't rip out the tree that we purchased. That's the idea, at least. Oh, we're getting rain on the lens. It's raining. Okay, so right now what I'm gonna do is put some soil in this bucket, put these guys in the bucket, and then cover them and leave them. And then we're gonna get to work on back on the pits, fill in the pits. And then hopefully we can edit this video for you in time.
And while Aaron is putting those into the ground, I'm gonna get started on adding the next layer to the Terra Preta pit, in which we're going to do some bone meal. So this stuff's great for roots, and it's great to add to the soil, apparently. All right, now that the bone meal is down, lightly sprinkled, I'm gonna use some leaves for the next layer. For this layer, I'm not really wanting too many sticks if possible, so I'm gonna try to get those out as we go.
Gotta stay low or else the leaves all blow away. Pretty hard to pull leaves out of forest so they're gonna stick.
Yeah.
It's just part of it. Especially thorny sticks. They really like to join. Alright.
I've been, on the last load, I put a little bit in, and then I kind of looked, and then grab whatever sticks I see there, toss them out of the leaf area. Yeah, these leaves are massive.
Aren't they cool?
Look at that. Compared to my hand, look at that. Those are pretty big leaves. Nice.
You guys know what this little weirdo is? Kind of looks like a shriveled up tea bag or something. Kind of afraid to open it. Ugh.
Old tea bag.
It's like dust and dirt in there. Look at that. What is that? Kind of mossy looking. Like a spongy, dry, mossy. What is that? It's a weird little weirdo with like a papery skin. Blech. All right, back to leaves. My baby just giving it. Oh, sweetheart.
Just getting the next layer ready.
Love that guy.
So we can grow some food.
We need to get food in the ground, man.
Yeah, the seedlings are doing pretty good. We're having some issues with them, so we'll have to check them out, see what we need to add.
The cups are getting kind of moldy, so I think we need fans. We've got a fan running right now on them.
Our friend David Dubine was saying, get fans blow the air around if they're indoors. Helps prevent the mold from happening. Mold's a natural part of growing though, so gotta learn to control it.
Too humid in there, not enough airflow. Which is, we knew that already. Good light though.
So raking up these leaves on the forest floor does a couple of things. We can use the leaves as brown matter in our Terra Preta, in our compost. It also reduces the fire load on the floor of the forest here. So when we're doing a controlled burn here in the near future of the forest floor, after we get done doing some tree maintenance, we'll have less fire load, but we'll still have the benefits of the nitrogen and everything that has to do with the carbonization of organic matter to help benefit the ecosystem here in the forest.
And it'll also help reduce ticks.
Yeah!
From what we've heard.
By up to about 80% apparently.
That would be nice. We don't really want them in the near vicinity of the bus. Obviously they're gonna happen because we live in a forest.
Yeah.
But
how do we mitigate it?
We're trying to slow her down a bit.
Slow her down a hair, why don't you?
I was being kind of skimpy on these.
Well, they'll wet down pretty quick.
Yeah.
And they'll get weighed down.
Dirt layer.
It's dirt layer. All right, so now that we have a layer of leaves going, we're gonna put another layer of dirt down. Now this is no actual like scientifically proven layering method. This is just what we're going with because this is all an experiment. We don't know how well it's gonna do or how bad it's gonna do. We might starve to death.
We might starve to death. This is what we have on hand. And it sounds like layering technique is just the way to go. So we're gonna use what we have because that's the best and most efficient, it's most affordable.
So we've been sifting all of our little dirt piles over here directly into it, but we've also sifted quite a bit into our pile right over here. And because we've got such a high percentage chance of rain today, we're gonna go ahead and grab what we've already sifted and we'll take care of these other piles at a later time, just so that we can continue filling up this Terra Preta layering that we have going on.
Wheelie.
Yeah, doing the wheelie.
Okay.
All right, so we're coming along on putting the layer of dirt down, covering the leaves. As the leaves decompose throughout the year, they're going to provide so much more humus to this soil. We do know that it has quite a lot of clay content, and probably in a future video we'll do a soil test and show you what our soil is comprised of before adding all the brown matter, the biochar, bone meal, all the good stuff that we're adding. We're gonna add some fish fertilizer here in a second. But the idea here is to start growing soil. I know it sounds weird growing soil, but all the little microbes from the forest floor, all of that mycelium, I think it's called, the little fungus that grows underneath it that helps decomposition, that stuff is gonna go crazy in here, and it's gonna provide such beautiful black soil as time goes on. This is the first year, so we don't have perfect soil conditions yet, but if we don't start something, we might starve to death, y'all.
Something else is like, we're running against the clock right now. Time is ticking and we need to get food in the ground because we have a lot of food that we purchased. We've got a whole bunch of seed potatoes that are ready to go in the ground. We've got a ton of onions that are ready to go in the ground, like little mini onions. And yeah, just a bunch of other stuff. We got little seedlings growing in the windowsill. So we gotta get moving so that we have a spot to put all these beautiful vegetables. And because our soil has a lot of rocks in it, we need to do something to the soil, like sift it, to try to get it to like a little more fluffy consistency so the vegetables will have a good growing experience, especially the root vegetables. So that's why we're kind of moving on this, and it's just like always us versus the clock. But that's okay. It keeps us moving, keeps us motivated.
Yeah, motivation.
You gotta wear me. Okay, let's go. Which pit needs him the most?
Pit number 1.
There he is.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Hope you enjoy your new life, bud. Going in next with the biochar. Fish fertilizer. Brian's scooping more biochar out. He's going to sprinkle that in, and then I'm going to pour the fish fertilizer over it.
All right, here's the end of the bucket.
We can put some water in that and shake it around.
Yeah.
Waste it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get some water in there for sure.
Sweet. Ooh, phew. It's gonna smell. A little bit of fish juice. How do you feel about me using this cold jug on this part?
Go for it.
We'll make a jug for each one.
Yeah. Maybe 2 jugs for the bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't waste none of that biochar juice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at my young wife's technique as she sprinkles the water of the biochar around. Notice it's kind of a glugging form. This is not scientific. She's utilizing gravity and a little bit of momentum to get that water to go where she wants it to go. She loves it. It makes her giggle.
I love you, and you make me giggle.
All right, while Aaron fills that up, we've got some fish fertilizer. Take 2. While Aaron gets that done, we got some fish fertilizer, some 2,4-0. So we need 1 teaspoon in a gallon. I'm gonna go ahead and estimate this. It has a nose on it. There we go, that's about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more.
Thanks to our friends at Sandhills Maple for the great jug.
The syrup was delicious. We still have it. We transferred it into mason jars so that we could use the jug to do this.
You guys would be proud of us.
We try to reuse as much stuff as possible.
We didn't think you'd want us to send it all the way back to Canada.
For a refill?
Although, I wouldn't mind getting some more.
Yeah, we'll have to order some when we start getting low.
If you guys want some really good quality maple syrup, check out the description. We'll link to our buddies at Sandhills Maple.
Not sponsored, just love the guys and gals over there.
Next up, this stuff. We've got 8% nitrogen, 24% phosphate, and 24% potash. Supposedly potash is really hard to find. They make it up in Canada, but Canada's hoarding it. Yep. Sorry. You don't blame them with pending problems that are happening.
All right, so we're gonna get 3/4 pound.
Oh, separate those two. We're just using little mushroom containers. Can you hand me one of those? I brought one for each of us.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, they're like little pellets. That's neat. Slow release.
All right, so let's see, 16 ounces to a pound. Divided by 4, that's 12 ounces. That's 6 ounces right there.
Wow.
Here, give me yours.
Yeah. We could each do 6.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Sprinkle time. Thank you.
All right, so this all has to last for all of these.
Okay.
So sprinkle evenly. Are you gonna do the big one?
Yep. The idea is to build this up so it's a nice mound. That way we have good drainage and stuff, and I don't know, mounds seem like a nice thing to do. Next up, more dirt. So our neighbor was talking about one of her friends has lived in Mizzou for like 3 years, and he's been doing soil building with sawdust. He's been having really good luck. Guess what we have? Huge pile of sawdust. Thanks to our lovely neighbors, we have sawdust. So we're gonna get some of that. Damn. So this layering process is really intentional, I would say. I don't know if the first Terra Preta pits were super intentional, but I bet you as they got going with them, they realized that the more stuff that you layer in the pit, the more robust the environment would be, because it would have more minerals, more nutrients and different bacterias and stuff that would attract all sorts of different bugs and keep the worms super happy. So that's all we're doing. If you've ever heard Eat the Rainbow, I always think that that's a really cool thing to go by, that you would have a variety of colors on your plate. I think that this is the same kind of thing. The more stuff you put in it, the more happy the environment will be. Oh look, he found a log that he liked. Hardly broken down.
This log looks like it's got pretty nice hugel going on.
We're gonna try to avoid really big chunks, but try to get more broken down stuff in this round. Look at that nice soil. Compliments of that log.
Yeah. Nature did her part for sure. Not sure what kind of bee that is. It's quite a load you got there, girl.
Forest floor bottom, what we have here.
Dirty old forest floor bottom.
We got some good stuff. Like we got black soil here. That is nice. Lots of, what do you call that stuff?
Mycelium.
Mycelium. Growing on the leaves and the logs. Not really logs, it's like broken down logs. Good wormies in here.
Yeah.
We keep finding this tree. At first I was like, oh, it's really cool that the two leaves like this. Really neat. And then noticed that there's flowers on some of them. It's really cool, they're beautiful. You know what they are. Let us know in the comments. First encounter with a snake. There he is. Thank goodness for zoom lenses. Friend or foe?
He's about 12 inches long or so.
Pretty color.
I think he's acting like a branch blowing in the wind.
We're getting some serious headway on this log. We've been just stripping off everything that is decaying and pulling all the goodies out from underneath the log. Filled up a wheelbarrow pretty fast. Well, it probably took a half hour. Whew. Starting to wear down, guys. We've been out here all day. I think we're both getting hungry and sleepy and our bodies are sore. But it's so fun. It's nice to clean up our property. Hitting a lot of birds with one stone here. Not that I want to hit birds with stones, but
It's just a saying.
anyways,
Just a saying.
we're gonna put this into the pits and then we're almost gonna be level. Probably once we get this last load of dirt, whatever sifted over here, then maybe we'll take a break for the day.
Just before the monsoon hits!
It is pouring rain. We have no idea what time it is, but look how far we got, guys. Isn't that great?
I'm gonna melt because I'm
Hit
so
the
sweet.
surface on that one. Old sweetie's gonna melt. Look at that. Woo! We'll pick back up with you later. Peace. And did we mention thanks for the 6,000 subs, guys? We literally just hit and we're so grateful and so excited that you choose to hang out with us. Lots of love.
Appreciate it.
Bye. Well, this is how far we've got with the Terra Preta pit. We still need to top up these two. But this one is pretty much done. Just need to steal a little more from under some logs in the forest and turn that all together. Because see how nice this forest soil is? It's absolutely gorgeous. So we just want to keep adding that to this, and then we'll probably put a little bit of fish fertilizer and some bone meal in with that, and then we'll get growing some potatoes and onions. We've got all the piles gone in the pit on this side. Just a few more to go over here. We'll do that off camera though, because I would imagine you won't want to see that.